image has been opened, and I know what you're thinking. Why do you want to ruin that fantastic image? Well, we're not going to ruin it, because the first thing we're going to do is make a copy. So to make a copy of an image, what we're going to do is go up to the image file, go down to duplicate, and we can rename this image wall art. Press OK. As you can see, another tab has been opened. Now to make a twirl picture, we're going to be using a lot of smart filters, and this takes Photoshop ages to update. So how we're going to get around that, sitting for hours, is we're going to make this a smart layer. But before we do that, we're going to resize it at first, and at the end we're going to bring it back to its original size. So to resize the image, you click on image again, image size, and then we'll just go down to make it 50%, and it should slow it down enough. That's okay, there we go. Click on view and fit on screen, and there we are. Now we're going to make this layer a smart layer. Well, we rename it first. We'll call it wall art layer 1. Press OK. Now we've got a little menu there on the right hand side. I will go convert to smart object, and you get a little symbol there on your thumbnail which shows that it is a smart object. Now it's the exciting bit. We're going to start using the filters. Now the first one we're going to use pixelate and mezzotint. So we'll click on that. Now you get a number of options in the drop down box, and we're going to use long strokes. You can actually use any of these. You can swap and change, just try different things. This is all we do, we've just got to try different things. I'm going to use a long strokes, that seems to work best, the ones I'm doing. And we press OK. There we go, all this looks different already. Now we're going to put another filter on, and we're going to go on to a blur filter now, and we're going to use a radial blur. I always set it to around 100. It seems to default at 10. Not sure why. We go to 100. Now on your options there, we'll click on zoom. Then I go for best there. And we're going to press OK. This takes a few seconds. Looking different already. Now we're going to repeat that process. So it's filter, radial blur. Now under your filter, because you've just used it, it will be at the top, so you can just press on it again. It'll bring up the dialog box and nothing will have changed. So, and one more for good luck. There we go, there's quite a few good contrasting colours and lines and everything there. So now we're going to do a little bit of twirling. It's filter again. Now this time we're going to go on to distort, and of course twirl. Brings up another dialog box. Now with this one, I'm going to take this one to the right, and this really is personal choice on how it looks. I'm going to use 125 and press OK. Right, I'm quite happy with that one. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make a copy of your wall art layer 1. Control and J on a Mac, and there we are. We got a copy. Now if we double click on the underneath the wall art layer 1 copy, we go down to the twirl, double click on that, as you can see where the pointer is. This one just takes a few seconds. What it will do is reopen our dialog box, what we use for the twirl. Now instead of taking it to the right, we're going to take it to the left. So we're going to go into the negative territory. Looks okay. Again, this is our personal choice, but we're doing the opposite to what we did on the original layer. Press OK. Now we're going to go and down and do a bit of blending. So you go onto your options here. There's 3 blends you can use. You can use darken, lighten and pin light. I'm going to use lighten for this bit. It's looking good already, that. Right, as we made this picture smaller, what we need to do now is actually get it back up to size again. So we're going to click on our original image here. What we're going to do is make a copy of this image. So on a Mac it's Command A, which selects it, and copy. We're going to go back to our twirl image and we're going to double click on any of the layers. And this will open a new tab. So what we want to do now is paste in our original, which is obviously much bigger than that. Then what we need to do is go onto image. If you go down to reveal all, this will show you where we're up to. And then if you click on file and save, this bit takes a few seconds as well. Now we can close this. But the problem we've got now is our twirl image. If you look on that, that's only showing the crop version. So what we need to do is render this with the original image to get everything back to full size. And we do this by clicking on image and reveal all. This does take quite some time. So what we've done now, we've resized the image back to its original size. What we need to do now is click on View and Fit on Screen. Gosh, that was a bit slow, wasn't it? There we go. We're going to start finishing it off now. So we're going to make it look a bit more symmetrical. And to do this, if you've got a Mac, you need to click on Shift, Command, Option and E. That will give you a new layer. Now if you've got a Windows computer, you need to click on Shift, Control, Alt and E. So that's put it all on one new layer there. Now with our new layer selected, click on Edit and Transform and flip horizontal. Then what we're going to do is use our blending again, as we did before. So we click on there. You can use the same, either darken, lighten, or pin light. I think I'm going to probably go for darken on this one. I'm quite happy with that. If you wanted to be a little bit more creative, altering the brightness and darkness, you can add an adjustment layer, curved adjustment layer. Make it a bit more contrasty to how you like. There you go. And if you wanted to add a bit more colour and a bit more colour balance, another adjustment layer. Change the colours, just how you like it. Once you've got where you like, click on your layers and flatten image. And there we have your wall art. This will actually work with any photo, and it is a case of when you're doing the filters, you can experiment a bit. And probably no two will ever come out the same either.